Welcome back. In the, like, few days you were gone? Like, you didn't set out that long ago, right? Did you? No, she didn't. Oh, no, you turned to look at me. I was only looking at the text box. It's still Bugsy on the top screen. Why only the hands I drew are on the top screen and not the rest of the clock? Why did they do that? Anyways. Bye. You guys just awkwardly walk away. Yeah, I keep forgetting the town has the best music in the game, too. Not any singular track, but a few of them. Why do people keep asking me? Yeah, I guess. I chose a deliberately unimpressive response to convey the lack of wonder. Yeah, there are other things I'm sick of more, but anyways. Yeah, that's always how it goes. I heard you. Okay. I doubt you'll see this town at night ever again, by the way. I normally record, like, well into the day hours and not night hours, so... Ah! Always the wrong side. Unlike basically anyone else I ever watch play games and videos where they're recording stuff for, like, 8 straight hours from, like, 4 p.m. to midnight or later. Oh well. That's one of the things I like about the Let's Play format instead of like streaming and whatnot, because streaming seems to encourage longer stretches of playing stuff, but I'm not used to that. I prefer just like an hour-long recording session and that's it. Well, you can see the same stars from basically anywhere, unless there's lots of light pollution here or something, which I doubt is the case. Why do they add a clock to the screen, by the way, if it's just a real-time clock? I don't, does that really accomplish much? Oh, well. Oh, I'm making an observatory now, apparently. Well, I mean, okay, sure. Gur's here now. Bye. I have to draw an observatory? That's strange. I've never had to draw a building before. Why do I need a page for some things but not others? I don't need a food side page. Okay. I'm gonna go walk away. Send Gur to follow me after I've walked away a bit. It's like we're playing hide and seek. No. Fine. Anyone else have fun dialogue? Hi, Joey. No, I didn't mention the meteor shower. Lies. Anyways. It's kind of weird to me, out of all the people in this town, not many of them are as, like, not as many of them are named characters and whatnot as I would actually expect. I find that kind of odd. I do enjoy doing stuff in the town, but there's a little bit less personality to the town characters and whatnot than I expected, actually. And the layout is still strange to me. Like, the roads exist but don't connect and stuff like that. Okay. Why does everyone know that the flame does that? Is this a new song? I can't tell. It's amusing to me how much energy some of the songs in this town have, though. You know, I wish that the actual platforming levels had a map like we do in the town. It does help you orient yourself a little bit, given how small the screen's area is. Jeez, seriously? That's strange. So again, it's more of just a coloring book kind of thing, which isn't what I really want, but... This is weirdly ambitious. So do I have to draw this much stuff with such a restricted palette? Specifically color, they say. Okay, they literally say color, not draw. It's very strange, but okay. In this case, I get it because certain things need to be there, like at the very least a door in a location that they decide for you, but like, again, I'm not that big on the just... Yeah, whatever. Okay, what do we want to do? I prefer to have stuff kind of match the decor, like the other buildings. Which I don't have a good reference for right now. But then again, like if I'm drawing it myself, is that an opportunity to do stuff, I don't know, more myself? I don't know. Which palette do I want to use? I should decide this sooner rather than later. This is all gray now. This gives me an extra gray color, which I expect to use for the telescope. But it gives me fewer shades of other things, because the colors are a bit more disjoint here. And kind of strange, and they're more saturated than I like usually. So I may have to go with this, which only gives you one gray color to use really, which is a bit frustrating. Now, what do I want to use for this color? It'll usually be the day while I'm here, so I feel like... For the moment I'll leave that white, but we'll have to see. Yeah, so what's something creative we can do with this? I think so. How can I shade this thing? I want to match architectural style a little bit, but at the same time, this one's rough. These bits here, they're kind of inside the observatory. We can just turn to a black void. I don't know what color I want the dome to be. It would make sense if it was the same color as the telescope itself, but that's kind of a boring gray, and again, I don't have other shades of gray to use. So it becomes a problem. I am kind of half tempted to give this kind of a starry kind of aesthetic almost. No, okay, let's start with this thing here. So I'm half tempted to almost like draw a star pattern on it. For the sake of having something distinctive on here. I don't want to just color the thing, I want to actually like draw something. So things like actually having a somewhat inspired color scheme, for instance, and maybe doing some fun stuff like putting some stars on here or something. Yep, darn good star. The resolution's a bit hard to work with. Kind of like that. That's kind of straight up, which looks awkward, but that's one approximation of a star. It's just really hard to do with so few pixels. Doesn't look even remotely like a star. We'll have to have it less like stars in the sense of like 5-pointed stars, more stars in the sense of like twinkles. Like this, I think. course, that will also include these areas. I have to do something kind of like this just because it's more up against the... should be a little squished horizontally to make up for being seen from an angle, but I don't think that looks good enough here. Because it doesn't retain enough of its original shape for that to work. Alright, and these I actually do want to make a little bit darker. So, stuff like that, like at least putting some interesting patterns on some of these or something like that, I think would be nice. A little bit of shadow from the building next to it, maybe? Maybe. That's a vague idea. I kind of make a point of having some of these stars overlap with the, kind of go between the shaded portion and the not shaded portion. One, because otherwise I'll accidentally make it so that everything's very neatly contained with the segments that aren't darker, which, or only be in the darker or not darker portion, which won't look quite right. But also because it helps emphasize that it's like shading that's making part of it darker and other parts not. If it doesn't respect the boundaries of the pattern drawn on here. That's a start. No, that's okay. There you go. That's something to begin with, I guess. I was thinking make this kind of like a wooden window, but I don't know. Will the brown look good on here? I don't know. And I have no idea what to imagine there being inside here, so that's another difficulty. I may just kind of make these parts kind of wooden still. I still want to fit the aesthetic a little bit here. The aesthetic of the town more generally, I mean. You are probably going to be entirely dark, actually. Maybe a little bit of not dark on you. Just a little. Alright. I see, that's something. I kind of like that a little. So I'm not really sure what to... I was thinking having a different pattern for the other area, or for this kind of connecting building here. So I should shade this at least a little bit. Just a little something. I wish I had a darker gray to use there, but oh well. I keep wanting to use gray for things, but I don't have... In fact, so I'll keep a wooden border here, And then up above that is the actual telescope, which will be a little, some other color, I don't know what. And so there's precisely one portion of this I'm okay with. The rest I have no idea. I don't want to just like throw together completely random colors either. I don't remember what the other buildings look like, but I almost don't want to imitate them because it won't look very good. Because I don't have the palette I need to imitate them well. Still keep a kind of running theme of wood here, I guess, throughout parts of this. Maybe make that go a little lower. Yeah. Do I have a good color to make this beige a little darker though? I don't think I want to use this color. I might, regardless. I forgot what color I'm using sometimes for some reason. Yeah, that's something there, I guess. I do have a darker orange color to work with here, right? Yeah. Can I do something here? I tend to have some kind of pattern on this roof, so it's not just solid color, because it bugs me that it is right now. I want to, I don't know, represent the actual texture of the tiles or something on here. I don't know how well I can do that. And start with something kind of like this, I guess. It should be imperfect. I want it to be like exact. Should I just give it a little bit of character? This is another one of those cases where if I had more shades to work with, I could do a little bit more interesting stuff here. I don't know, I'll work with what I have. I really don't even have a light color to use here, do I? That's actually really frustrating. So I kind of want to give each tile like a highlight and a shadow a little bit. And it's an attempt. I do have still more awkward emptiness down here. I guess the thing is, there should be an extra set of tiles down here. Okay. Well, that probably helps a little bit more highlighting. Not super even, but that's kind of deliberate. It's not so. It's supposed to look at least a bit imperfect. Not super happy with that, but oh well. You, I still think I'll make gray, which bugs me, but oh well. Let's have the base of this thing be wood. And parts of this be metal again. And I don't know, at least like a red or something for this here. As an idea. A little bit of white shininess on the propellers. Just the metal bits in general. And do you have any other ability to shade them? Still missing some important stuff here. I'm not really sure what I want to make this thing here. It's a little antenna looking thing. And by a certain logic, it would make sense for it to be metal if it's supposed to be some kind of an antenna. How to decide on the color for the actual base observatory thing, though. The telescope, the whole dome, is what I mean to say. I know the doors on these things tend to be green, although I feel like that doesn't go very well with the other colors here. Red would look a little bit better, probably. Let's start with a little bit of shading on here. And I'm kind of tempted to try to make like a wood pattern on this thing. Like wood boards, almost. Sort of look like boards, granted, but yeah, marginally more. Yeah, I guess I'll just make this thing wood too. I kind of felt like it should be another more interesting color, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Oh. Feels like I need to make the shading a little lower here. There's not really a knob on here, but I guess we'll live with it. They'll get in and out somehow. Does that really make sense? I think it looks okay. I kind of wish that would be like a doormat instead, but again, I'm not sure of what other colors to use here, since I'm using kind of a warm color sort of thing. Well, yellow could also fit in here. Or even an orange. To fit the rest. I would like to write something like it's a welcome mat or something, although it's not someone's house, so maybe that's a little silly as an idea. What is the idea for this thing here? I don't really know what you're supposed to be. Maybe something wood in there. Congratulations. And the dome. What is the dome? One little thing that's bugging me. Hold on. There you go. A little bit more like that. I like that a little bit more. Okay, but like I was saying, dome. It's just the one thing I can't figure out. This is, I didn't expect this to be a half-hour episode, a longer episode, but not a half-hour one. Whoops. Just the one thing I can't work out. Like, I would like something grayscale, like even just white, but I just don't have the colors for it. And anything else feels kind of silly to me. Blue dome? We're just looking into the night sky, not the day sky. Blue dome feels kind of silly for that. Yeah, usually when I see these things, they tend to be gray or white, which is what I feel like this should be. It's just... I'd like to be able to have highlights on it too. So like I could do something like just having a gray shadow on this thing like this. But that doesn't feel right when... It's already right next to this gray here. The gray of this, the actual telescope. I feel like I kind of exhausted my color budget too. I don't want to bring more colors in. I don't have enough colors, shades of this for it to work anyways. Pink would be silly. I don't know if purple works as a dark pink very well either anyways. So I don't want to add gray. Gray. I do. I can't. I don't want to make this blue because I already made the thing below it blue, but I guess I might. Anyways, which isn't what I wanted. But, oh well. I want to have the part below be a different color. Something kind of like this here. Not sure I like the angle this is going at. I do have a lighter color to work with here. Not sure I like the rightmost portion of that, but it's a start. I really don't think that I do. It's something. I don't think I want to continue the starry color scheme on this, because I want that to just be the walls. But this could be kind of like a blue metal or something, I guess. It is an idea. Something I want to do with the color of this thing here. I guess white might just be what it is, but it looks a little awkward at being white. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do with these glass bits. I don't know what the windows usually look like here. That might be pretty much it, though. Yeah, I might go with that. I might change my mind on the windows once we go to once we see other buildings, but we'll go with this for now. Okay, see you next time when this actually takes effect.